welcome to Mootube Live. Fantastic. Thanks very much. Where are you guys from? Big Stone National School? Big Stone National School. They're here with us, and they were helping there. I don't know if you heard them at the end. They were counting all the way down, so you might have heard the end of the one. So very helpful. How come you're not in school? Were you invited down to watch Mootube Live? Guys, come on. Welcome to Mootube Live. Welcome to you guys watching in the classroom. We are here in Baltinglass. It's all with thanks to the National Dairy Council and with thanks to the school milk scheme, which is funded by the European Union. And how are the moods today, guys? They don't really like my jokes. I believe we will have some news about homework at the end of this. Maybe we might have no homework if everybody behaves themselves. I might have just made that up. Anyway, we're here, as I said, in Baltinglass, County Wicklow. It's beautiful. The fields, just the rolling fields go on for miles and miles. And the cows look very happy out here, don't they? See how they smile. It's really nice. So we're inviting you to join us on the journey through the heart of Ireland's dairy farms, where the magic of milk comes from. So get ready to immerse yourself in the story of milk. Sit back, relax, maybe grab a glass of your favorite. What's your favorite flavored milk? Strawberry, yeah, everyone goes for strawberry. Or some chocolate, something dairy is fine. Anything, it's grand. If you have nothing, that's fine. A glass of water is fine. And we're going to show you how the magic of milk works, where it all comes from. Don't forget, if you have any questions at any point, do put them into the chat box, and we'll get to as many questions as we can at the end with our experts in our Q&A section. Right. All good? Happy so far? How do you think? Am I doing okay? What? Right, let's go and find out how the milk gets from the grass to your glass.
In Ireland, it rains a lot, which makes our grass long and very green. Sunshine also helps the grass to grow. Irish cows love to munch on this lush green grass for most of the year. Dairy cows eat lots of grass that give us delicious milk, yogurt, and cheese. In Ireland, some families run farms with adults and children helping to take care of the animals. Dairy cows are milked in the morning and in the evening in the milking parlour. A driver from the dairy collects the milk in a tanker and brings it to the dairy. The milk is checked to make sure that it is tasty and fresh. Milk is poured into recyclable bottles and cartons and delivered to shops, homes and schools around Ireland. When you taste delicious Irish milk, you can be sure that it came from a farm with happy, healthy cows eating lovely green grass. Empty bottles and cartons of milk should be cleaned, flattened, and put in the recycling bin.
You can't say that. We're live. You're welcome back to Mootube Live. I think they don't like to do it anymore. Now, we are on one of those beautiful family-run dairy farms. Donal and Fiona Kavanagh have kindly invited us to here. Haven't they kindly invited us here? Yes, to their farm that has been in the family for many generations. Now we're going to Gaelscoil Meadow, who are one of the many schools around the country who took part in the school milk scheme and take part in the school milk scheme. Sinead visited them to talk about the milk they drink in school every day and where it comes from. Where does it come from? Let's check it out.
I'm here today in Gaelscoil Meadow for our dairy adventure, talking all things moo to milk. Which Joe?
Sinead, Conastatu, Fáilte go Gaelscoil Meadow, good to see you.
Gurmil Malguts, thanks for having us here to Gaelscoil Meadow today. So you are one of our school milk scheme schools.
We are. We get milk delivered 183 mornings a year. I'm actually in the school, I think, since 1985, and we've been part of the school milk scheme ever since then.
Wow, so it must be a really important part of the day here in Gael School Meadow.
I have to say it's become part of the tradition of the school. By the time I arrive in the morning at 8 o'clock, the milk is already left there at the front door, and then our caretaker or myself brings them into the fridges here, and then during the morning the different classes come, take their milk up to the class, and a good number of children in every class are drinking milk every morning.
So the students must really enjoy getting a nice cold serving of milk every day.
Absolutely, and that's why we make sure they're in the fridge until they're needed, and it's brilliant because you know, most of our children come from families where they don't have any nutritional challenges, but just, you know, they may not be drinking milk as much at home, but they get to enjoy it in the school, and, you know, it's great.
So we might go and talk to some of the pupils here now, Joe.
Absolutely. When they heard the Moo crew were coming, they all wanted to talk to you, but there's a number of children from every class ready to meet you. Come this way.
What do you think we're here today to talk about?
Milk?
You get milk in school every day?
Yeah.
Do you like that you get it in school?
Yeah, it's really good. It's good for when you're playing sports because it strengthens your bones.
It's healthy for your bones and like it gives you lots of protein.
It's good for your immune system.
Do you drink milk in school?
Yes.
Yes, a lot.
A lot.
I like it because it's really tasty and it gives you a lot of protein.
I like it because it tastes really good and you can do a lot with it. Like you can make milkshakes, ice cream pancakes.
Well, it's good when you're playing sport because there's loads of calcium and that's good for your bones and it helps you be stronger.
Do you like milk?
In my cereal. Kind of, yeah.
Do you drink milk?
Yeah.
Tell me, where does milk come from?
Cows.
And how do you get milk from cows?
We get a bucket and squeeze it out of them.
There's something on that bug and you have to squeeze the little thing for the milk to come out.
Very good, you do squeeze it for the milk
I
to
did
come
see
out.
cows in the zoo, I think. You just pull the pink things. You just squeeze. Yeah, and then you can get milk.
You have to squeeze for others.
I just like little things that look like sticks and you squeeze them and the milk comes out.
He gets the two things and squeezes it.
Have you milked a cow?
Yeah, and Kelly once.
And would you like to milk a cow, do you think?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because you're around its bulb. And we can also make cheese out of goat milk. I can just not resist cheese. I just love cheese so much, I can never stop eating it.
And what do you think it's like to be a farmer? Do you think it's a hard job or an easy job?
A hard job. Because you have to, sometimes farmers milk early every morning and then in the afternoon as well. So it'll be a big job, but it won't be too bad because it's out in the countryside.
I think it's fun.
I think it's very fun because you get you don't have to drive off to some place. You just go outside and there's the crops and you've got your animals there.
And once I was in Donegal and the cows were running down the road. It was crazy.
Anna, would you like to be a farmer when you grow up?
No, I'm going to be a football player.
You're going to be a football player.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a ballerina and a designer.
And do you know how you get big and strong to be a ballerina and a football player? Drink lots of milk. Who is going to do the best move for me?
You go first. No. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Moo! Meow. Meh. Actually, moo. Moo. Moo.
And do you think cows moo Oscar?
No.
Why not?
Because they don't go to school.
That's it from us today in Gael School Meadow. Thanks to all the boys and girls who talked to us about milk and moo. If you'd like to learn more about the school milk scheme or about dairy, please visit moocrew.ie.
Listen, watch my one. Meow. Oh, we're back. Welcome back to Mootube Live. Oh, I can hear them in the classroom shouting as well. Now we have a guest. We have to be serious. Sit up straight, everybody. We have a guest, a very important man. Mark, how are you?
Good. Good morning. How are you? Hi, guys.
I'm good. Say hello to Mark. Say, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
He's the kigger. What is it? He's the inspector. Mark, tell us why is it important to have events like this?
Well, I think as we're just witnessing here over the last short while, how important it is to bring kids into the whole idea of dairy, where milk comes from, how good milk is for growing children as part of the diet, and the I suppose the rationale behind the NDC's support of the European School Milk Scheme is to bring not only the nutritious taste of milk into the classroom, but a little bit of education about where milk comes from. Its importance is as part of a good diet for kids as they grow and want to be sports stars and ballerinas and scientists and everything else like we heard about earlier.
Yeah, great. You all have good diets? Yeah? Brilliant. There you go. You see, it's working already.
Oh,
it is
good.
important.
I'll be checking on you.
Mark will be around now. If you have a bad diet, he'll be checking your fridges. Thanks very much. You have a great diet. I heard that. Oh, do you? It'll improve. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Now it's time to go to over to Donal, who is showing... Excuse me? Donal, who's showing Magella and Robert the technology. There's technology used in the farm, used around the farm every day. Roll it there.
Hi, my name is Magella McCafferty from the National Dairy Council.
Hi, my name is Robert Cronin and I'm from AgriWare.
We're here today on Donal Kavanagh's farm in Baltinglass.
We're going to take a look at the different tools that Donal uses to manage his farm, and more specifically how he manages his grass and ensures his cows are healthy.
We've got a fantastic lineup of activities and technology that is used here on Donal's farm every day, and we've many surprises lined up for you. Get ready to dive into the world of dairy.
So Donal, one of the most important things on a dairy farm is grass. What's the most important job to actually manage that grass?
For me, I go out once every week and I'll measure the grass. And I have a few tools here that I use to measure the grass. A quadrant, I throw it down in the ground like that, and then I clip a square and I'll weigh that grass, and it'll tell me exactly what's on this field by knowing what's on that square there. It's a quadrant. So there's so many quadrants in an acre and so on. And I have an app on the phone, then I'll put that into the app. I'll know exactly what's on this field, and by the time I'm finished each field doing the same, I'll know what's on the farm. Sometimes when the grass gets really, and you get lovely weather like this, and the grass starts growing a lot faster than I would be expecting, what I will do then is I'll restrict the cows. I'll put up a few of these across the field and I'll make them eat more grass, and I'll just run that across the field there really quick. That will restrict the cows to that area with that volume of grass.
Cows is in this field?
Well, there's 200 cows in this field, Magella. They're Holstein Friesian.
Oh, very good, Donal. And what are these blue collars around the cows, or how are they helping you every day?
Well, the little blue strap that's around their neck there, that'll tell me that they're okay, that they're eating enough. It'll alert me if there's any cow that's not up to speed on it, and I'll know straight away then there's something wrong.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a Fitbit then,
Very
that all
same.
the kids have
Very
around their
same.
arms, but it's the collar that's on the cows, and you can show the kids later on then how you can see it on the screen, the same as the screen in their watch. And Donal, I see these yellow tags here that are on the cow.
When the cow is born, it gets a tag, and basically that tag is basically the same as a name tag. It's the same number for life. That has an electronic tag linked to it, so when it grows up then and becomes a cow, we'll be able to do things like in the milking parlour and all. We'll know how much it gets to eat and everything else as well.
That's brilliant, Donal. So I see all of these cows in here, so we've 200 cows. How are we going to get them out of this field and get them into the milking parlour?
Well, it's a good question now. I'm hoping they're all going to run out this gate here and straight up to the milking parlour, so we can try that and see what happens.
Okay, let's go, Donal.
Okay.
Donal, so when the cows are coming in here to the parlour, how do you pick out which cow to be milked or not to be milked?
Well, as they come in here, Magella, you see this big blue board here. That's what they call a reader board. Once that cow comes in here, that's an electronic tag, and it'll pick up the number, and it'll call out number 1, and then the next one number 2, number 3, and so on and so on. And it'll read each cow. So the milking parlour basically knows where every cow is as she comes in there.
Oh, so this is what the tag is when we were looking at in the field previously. So when we're coming in here, that tag links to the reader, and now you know every single cow in your herd.
Exactly, exactly.
So Donal, how does the actual cluster get attached to the cow?
Yeah, when I put this up on the teeth, it's a very soft rubber there, and there's a small bit of vacuum there, which once I put it up, it just attaches, and that's it. Yeah.
And the cow doesn't mind at all?
Doesn't mind at all, and milk just flows down then, and that's it, yeah.
So Donal, which is your favourite cow, or what's the name of your favourite cow in all of these cows?
Oh, there's one cow, and we call her Dancer, and pretty much every time she gets to a field, she does a big jump and a skip.
So she's always dancing in the field?
She's always dancing. She loves dancing.
Very good, Donal. That's brilliant.
There's loads of technology in this milking parlour, and all this technology is at your fingertips. You have these monitors here which are on each of the units. What are these monitors actually telling you?
Basically, it'll record the number of the cow and the amount of milk the cow milks. There's a button there. If I press that button there, it'll draft the cow out to a separate pen. If I want to do something with it, maybe it needs attention or something.
So you can control everything to do with that particular cow from the monitor that's linked to her when she's milking.
Exactly.
So I suppose, Donal, priority on a dairy farm is cleanliness and hygiene, and making sure the plant is clean after every milking is really important. You have an extra bit of technology here on your farm to help you do that.
And this is an automatic washer. So once we finish milking, I can come over here, the very same as your dishwasher at home. You can just select your wash, decide which one you want, and once you press the green there, that's it. It'll do it all exactly the way it's programmed, and it's all automatic. That's it.
How do you use this map every day in managing the farm?
Yeah, Robert, it's brilliant to have something here that if we have a plan in the morning and we have each field numbered, so I can say number 1 field, say that corner or whatever, I can point it here and he'll know exactly when he leaves the yard, then he goes out, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
It's a visual aid to whatever conversation you're having with a contractor or someone working on the farm to be able to show them exactly how it has to be done.
Absolutely, and you can just walk in here and just say that field there, and you can point the road from to get there and so on, and he'll know exactly what he's talking about, and the two of us on the same wavelength, so we know exactly what we're talking about.
So Donal, we've all cows are all milked now, and they're all gone back out into the grass, and especially Dancer. I saw her jumping on her way into the field. So we want to have a look now and see, where does all the information go that you collect every day from your collars? Or what is this screen here telling us?
Yeah, all the information from the collars all goes back here to this computer here, and it gives us a couple of different readings here. We have the red line here, so the red line is an activity line. So if the cow passes that line there with activity, we'd be watching out for heat.
So isn't this fantastic, Donal, that every single cow, that every single ear tag is red, that you can see what they're doing 24 hours a day?
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. The technology there that's there to help us to make sure that the cow is healthy and eating and everything is right.
It's exactly like a Fitbit. You can see on this screen here, the same as you can see in your watch, how many steps a person can take, and this is showing you all the activity that every single cow is doing 24 hours a day. And you can watch them and you'll know if they're not feeling well or if they're getting sick. It'll show everything on this screen.
You have like 200 Fitbits out there working away. All the information is coming back here, that we need to know, and if there's anything wrong, it'll flag up there straight away. There's something not right, and it's amazing.
This is fantastic to look after your herd and looking after each individual animal, especially Dancer. Does she have a special name over here?
Oh, she does, yeah. She's always high on the activity list here.
Jumping and dancing around. You can always see her jumping on the screen.
So Donal, we're after covering a range of topics here on the farm with you today, and on behalf of AgriWare and the National Dairy Council, I really like to thank you for your time and for opening up the gates to us.
No problem, Robert. It's been a pleasure, and it's also great to show what goes on behind the scenes there to produce a wonderful product like milk.
And we'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in. And now back to the studio.
You think a cow has to take how many? 1,000 steps a day. Well, here to tell us more is the cow steps expert, Marcus O'Sullivan. Marcus, you're not. You're the executive director of AgriWare, and you're very welcome. Marcus, why is it important that children know where their food comes from?
Yeah, Keith, so I suppose, hundreds of years ago, everybody had a chicken or they had a cow or everybody had some animals at home for their own food production. But as time has gone on, in Ireland now we're 3 generations away from the farm. So it's important that we can build connections between those who live in towns and cities and even those who live in the countryside as to where their food comes from. Because not everybody knows that cows make milk, or not everybody knows that cows can make 28 litres of milk in a day.
28 litres?
Yeah.
Did you know that? Cow can make 28 litres a day?
Some can make an awful lot more.
Wow. Well, these guys are learning. You guys kind of know everything already, don't you? Yeah. So it is important. It's important that we know where it comes from.
It's just important that everybody understands that there's a role the farmer plays in society, and that's meant to make sure that everybody is fed.
Yeah.
And to feed the world is what farmers do, and that's why these programs are very important.
Yeah, great. And we'll say thank you, Donal, if he's around. Donal, thanks a million. Oh, there he is. Good man, Donal. All right, let's go over to, where's Mary? Mary's going to tell us why milk is fuel for school. Take it away, Mary.
Hi everyone. Do you know that milk is fuel for school? Milk and products made from milk, like yogurt and cheese, are packed with nutrients. Nutrients, as you probably already know, are the substances we get from our food which help keep our bodies healthy. Milk, yogurt and cheese are our dairy foods and are a really important part of a healthy, balanced diet. That's because they contain lots of calcium, which is a big deal for growing strong bones and teeth. Our bodies don't produce their own calcium, so it's important that we get enough of it from our diet to help our bones, but also our hearts and our muscles. You are recommended to get 5 servings of dairy every day when you're between the ages of 9 and 18 years. It's 3 servings a day for the other age groups. So for example, every day you could include a glass of milk before bed, a yogurt at lunchtime, and a piece of cheddar cheese as a snack after dinner. So what do I mean by milk is fuel for school? If you start the day with some cereal and milk, this is fuel for school. Milk has protein for your muscles and calcium for growing bones and teeth. But did you know that dairy foods also provide other important nutrients like iodine and vitamins like B2, B5 and B12? All of these help our bodies to function in a normal way. So breakfast gives the body the energy it needs to start the day well. It will help you focus on your schoolwork, to solve those tricky problems and perform at your best. Drinking a carton of school milk each day is also fuel for school. School milk is a handy way to get a powerful boost during the day, so you can get the right nutrients for a healthy, balanced diet to support your growth and development. It's 1 of your 5 a day. School milk is great at break time because according to the dentist, milk along with water is the best choice for your teeth in between meals. School milk also keeps you hydrated so you don't get thirsty throughout the day. You might already drink milk at home, so why not have school milk too? Thanks for listening.
So then I said to Dancer, that's not very amusing. Okay, thanks very much, Mary. I could do with a glass of milk after that, I tell you. Do you guys play sport? Would you be very active, yeah? What kind of sports? Bit of hurling? Horse riding? Football, horse riding. Would you ever combine horse riding and football? No, that'd be good. That's a lot of sport. We're going to find out from Mary now why milk is fuel for sport.
Hi everyone. Did you know that milk is great for sports? Well, let me explain. What happens if you don't fill up the petrol tank of the car before going on a long road trip? Yes, indeed, the car will run out of fuel, conk out, and you probably won't get to your destination. Well, fuel for a car is really similar to fuel for your body. The food and drink you put into your body gives you the energy. But if you don't put in enough, or indeed the right type of food and drink, you get tired and run out of fuel and you won't be at your best. A varied and balanced diet is what's recommended to make sure you're getting the right nutrients to stay healthy and also have the fuel and energy to be active and enjoy sports. Did you know that the government recommends children should get at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity every day? How many minutes do you think you're getting? Milk and products made from milk, like yogurt and cheese, are completely packed with nutrients. Milk is a great choice if you play any kind of sport, as it provides essential nutrients to help you grow well and be active. It has protein for exercising muscles and nutrients like calcium and phosphorus for growth and development of your bones. Milk is also a drink, so it helps you to stay hydrated and replace the fluid lost from your body when you sweat. This all means that milk is one of the easiest and delicious ways of getting important nutrients into your body. If you play sport like rugby or basketball or GAA, or how about gymnastics, you could have a glass of milk before you go out to training. And this counts to 1 of your dairy servings for the day. It's recommended to have 5 servings of dairy a day from the milk, yogurt and cheese food group for boys and girls between the ages of 9 to 18 years, and 3 servings a day for all other age groups. Maybe you could try a homemade smoothie or a milkshake after a match, or how about a yogurt with some chopped strawberries? So, young sports stars, I hope these ideas help you meet your daily dairy needs. How much activity do you do a day? And what foods and drinks do you have to fuel your body? Thanks for listening.
There's Mary. Thanks very much, Mary. So you think Baltinglass will beat Kerry in a football game? That's amazing. That'd be a great game, I'd say. Now, we have our panel of experts here. I do have to give some shout-outs. Senior National School who are watching right now. I can hear them. Can you hear them cheering there? Hi, Bayside. And also we have Abacus Special School in Kilbarrack who are tuning in today. How are you getting on there? No homework. Ask your teacher for no homework. Right, very quickly. To our experts, including Donal, the farmer. How are you, Donal?
Not too bad.
Would you like to shout out any schools, Donal?
Well, my favourite school is Big Stone, of course.
Hey! Go on, Big Stone.
Yeah, so that's my favourite school.
Yeah.
And then we have all the schools around us. So we have Baltinglass,
yeah,
where my kids go to secondary. And Castleerma, go to Castleerma.
Yeah.
But Fiona teaches in Baltinglass.
Right.
And
better remember those.
Yeah, better.
Yeah. Shout out to those. Is that it? Any more shout outs? What time do you have to get up in the morning, Donal?
I get up at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, jeez, that's very early, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's very early. You set an alarm?
I do,
or
sometimes, yeah.
Will Dancer come in and wake you up?
Yeah, Yeah.
Magella, you visit a lot of schools in your travels. Are there any schools that you would like to shout out to?
Yeah, I've won for Rassinver in Ballymahon School, and I suppose all the schools that watched the last time. Thanks for logging in again today.
Yeah, anyone to watch, you're watching. They're
back in again.
Fans
today.
now at this. You've got fans. You and Robert. Do you get asked for autographs?
Not just yet.
Not yet. It'll happen. Donal, what does Dancer do all day? I mean, you know, does she get up at the same time as you? Is she in the bedroom next to you, or would she be out in the field?
No, Dancer will be the first cow I'd see in the morning when I come down the field. She's always out doing a bit of a jumper. So as soon as I arrive, then she's the first in the gate.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she's great. Good crack.
Sorry?
Is she good crack?
Oh, she is.
Yeah. Would she be the last to leave a party now, I'd say?
Oh, she would. Yeah.
Michelle, you were talking about the Fitbits earlier. What does the Fitbit on the cows monitor for the farmer?
So for the farmer, the Fitbit is on the cow, so it's monitoring 24/7, right throughout the day, what steps or I suppose what activity that the cow is doing, but it's also looking at a thing called rumination. So in the previous lessons that we did on dairy, we covered a little bit on rumination. So as a follow-on today, then the rumination is actually what the cow is eating, and it picks up patterns. So it's like all the kids here. Whether they ate the same thing for breakfast for the last month, it'll pick up the pattern that, oh, this cow hasn't eaten her breakfast at this time in this.
Okay.
And it'll then send that notification right into the farmer's phone. And when it goes into the phone, the farmer will know, okay, this cow has ate cereal, or well, it doesn't eat cereal, but as a kid would be eating cereal every single day, that it hasn't done that. So it's picking up the patterns.
So Donal, if a cow hasn't eaten their breakfast for a week, what's the punishment?
Well, punishment.
No TV?
Yeah, no. She's put into a little separate pen.
Yeah,
we keep an eye on her.
And you have to make sure that they get their nutrition for themselves and for the milk.
Yeah.
Robert, a question for you and someone else looking for a signed autograph here and maybe a picture if you could.
They'd be few and far between now, I'd say.
Do cows eat a lot of grass every day, Robert?
Yeah, cows eat an awful lot of grass. So if we can imagine, here we're sitting on some bales of hay here, and like one piece of grass is as light as a feather. So cows actually need to eat 18 kilos of dry grass. So what we mean is that the grass has to be dry and then we weigh it.
Wow.
So when cows eat it, it's actually wet. So they actually have to eat an awful lot more of it to get the same value as if it was dry.
Wow.
So if anyone can think of the boot of their car,
Yeah.
if you pack as much grass as you can into the boot of your car, that's what a cow will eat in a day.
What type of car do you drive? And finally, we've one more question for Mary. Mary, this is a very good question. I've thought about this for a long time and I've never had the courage to ask it. Why is cheese orange when it's made from milk and milk is white?
Oh, yeah.
Good question, isn't it?
That's a really good one. So you're right. Cheese is made from milk and milk is white. But when they make the cheese, they actually put a natural colouring into the process, and that's called annatto, and it comes from a thistle-type plant. So when they put that in, when they're making the cheese, it gives it this lovely, bright orange, sometimes even a red type colour to your cheddar cheese. And that's it.
Wow, that's fascinating, isn't it? Did you know that? Do you like orange cheese? Oh, I love it. I love it. I could eat it all day, but my mammy won't let me. Yeah, you can eat too much. Can we say thanks to the panel? Thanks, guys. It was very interesting, wasn't it? And I'm getting a word in my ear that there's no homework tonight for all of the schools who watched, and for Big Stone here as well for coming down. No, you promised there was no homework. Teachers, stop, quiet. Give yourselves a round of applause, Big Stone. Thanks very much to our experts. Say thanks to Donal. And you can give a shout out to Dancer. She's around there somewhere. Just say, thanks, Dancer. Ah, nice one. Great. Thanks for watching. And yeah, that's it. Thanks to everybody. And thanks to all involved, everybody behind the scenes. And get back to class now, yeah? Have a glass of milk first, though, okay? Donal will be keeping an eye on your Fitbit. Good luck.